Almost forgot I have a double jump. It's a little slow. There we go. Something a little faster. Damn, they're not one hit kill anymore. course, though, first thing you knew is coming to drop some points. Thank you for the points, Delilah. And good job on the racing. Where's that? Which? Yeah, support. That's what you call it. Ooh. Over here getting pieced up. And I am nearly out of items. That helps. I suppose you're right. I need another save point is what I need. Well, if and when the goal gets met, that's when I will say on here what I'm going to make. I told a couple of people what I think I'm going to do, but I haven't really like. Hey, Ashley, thanks for the points. Oh, now I just walked into a boss fight. You can't even drop some points and then you going back to a nap. Appreciate that, Ashley. I need to fix this chair. Like, all the screws are either breaking or popping out every time I lean back. This chair didn't last long. Oh, damn. Uh, all right. So it looks like that's going to be a thing. All right. So what? Actually, I might have mentioned it on here. Yeah, Conk had asked me um, when I was thinking about making. Actually, yeah, Friday I think it was. So if you didn't hear, then what I am thinking about making is, well, there were a few options. First was the Bloody Mary braised short rib, and I was either gonna do a. Did I get a notification for that? I was either gonna do the potato dolphin wall, smoked cheddar mashed potatoes, or a cheddar polenta on the side. So that was one option I was thinking of. The second thing I was thinking of was to do a trout with a potato chip crust. I was going to use kettle chips for the crusting and do that with risotto and a citrus beurre blanc. Beurre blanc is like a white wine butter sauce. And usually goes with seafood, with fish. And I think I have settled on doing. And I'm not sure if I'm going to grill or roast them. I actually might roast them just so I'm not like having to go in and out of the house. Um, it's going to be chicken crepes. And those are going to come with a smoked Gouda cheese that'll be fresh shredded because I don't even think you can buy shredded Gouda cheese anywhere. And that will be topped with a mushroom marsala sauce. I figured like that would be, it's like literally every ingredient you can get from Walmart or something equivalent. The other ones, most of that you can get from Walmart. I don't know that I've ever seen short rib at Walmart, but if you have like a Tom Thumb or Kroger or Albertsons, anything that's like a half a step to a step up from a Walmart, usually you can get short rib up there, bone-in short rib. And the trout is more like a seafood store, but usually someplace similar to that would have it. But I figure for this first one, I'll do the mushroom marsala chicken crepes, and that way, it also carries over for people that want to do crepes for like breakfast or something like that. Yeah, but I'm also assuming that people don't have like that much time and wherewithal to do that. Like I want to, because I want to make it like you said. I want to make it like, hey, here's how you can cook it and be healthy. But I also don't want to make it like seem like a chore or seem too extravagant to be inaccessible. So if I start doing like way too much, then it goes from being like, oh, this is stuff I can do at home to like, oh, that's nice, and I could do it, but that's a little too much work, so I probably won't. Yep, so that is the plan. Um, it'll probably be a month or so before I can actually do it because I need to. I was gonna get a laptop anyways. Um, so I'll look to get a laptop with a webcam so I can do a dual video setup with that in my phone. Oh, I still have it, but it's I mean, I guess I can use it, but I would still need a laptop regardless, because this is a PC. Ooh, ooh, almost got killed. And I did get killed. I mean, I guess I could hook that into a laptop as well. So I wouldn't need to do a dual setup. So that's true. Or I wouldn't need to use my phone. Or I guess I could use a phone for a third angle. Excuse me. Hey Arthur, thanks for the raid. Who's the backwards red throwing turkey? Is that Arthur? What's going on, Tipper? A nice dinner, Phil. Ooh, got a little sword drop. See what that is. Okay, I can work with this. I actually don't mind taking that death now. I do mind not being able to get through this room. Because all these damn ghosts. Oh my god. Ooh, the damage. Oh my god. So, you guys just missed we were talking about the goal that just got met and what's going to be on the menu. And yes, Tipper. Oh, yeah. There's a big, like this big part of the thing, and the smaller one on the right side is the 3DS emulator layout. And I can't really do a better one. Oh, before I forget, because I kind of forgot. Because there's not really.
Flapping.
I'd have to play around with the custom layout to figure it out, but there's not a layout.
God!
Let me not talk
What? No! Why would you? What was that? What was that animation? It climbed and didn't climb. I'm fine with falling. Jesus.
Damn, that's a long way down. So there's not really a good like layout I can do. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see the mouse. There's not a good layout I can do that's not custom that I have to figure out how to play with, where I can just show this and then the second screen and then have whatever down here. I'd have to play around with it a bit. And I really just like more or less picked this up and started playing. As far as like setting it up to be able to stream. And yes, Arthur, or not Arthur, Tipper. It wasn't necessary to raid because, like Tipper said, I don't stream. Ooh, you just started off with that, huh? Would like that Gladius drop again. Damn. Another one. And not just that you called it, Tipper, I saw what you said. And Max, thanks for the raid as well.
So, yeah.
Sorry, got up to.
So now we get the question
yeah,
whether we want to come inside or not. Wait.
Oh, look. It's a clip featuring Tipper. It's going decent. I've been kind of sloppy. What? Alright, there we go. And really, I just need to find a save point to restore some of my health and stop dying in these random places. Ooh. But right before, since Arthur just raided, right before that happened, the cooking goal was met, so that's going to be a thing now. I was actually just talking about like the options I was playing around with. That's, yeah. And that is, I think I remember what button that is. So the options that I was detailing, and I guess I can make another cooking stream goal for if you. Nah. So then I don't know if Arthur or anybody else heard, so I'll just explain it for their sake. So they're going to do the cooking stream. It'll be in a month or so, as soon as I can get like a laptop and all the necessary stuff to be able to stream. Oh, you did. From my kitchen. I didn't know that could be interrupted. I'm really just dicking around with this. This is why I say this is like the this is if you want like the exploration of Symphony, but you want something that's like more difficult. Ooh. Uh-huh, do I have that? Oh, I do. Yeah, I'm not Alucard in this game. So there is no soul seal. There's just hold that. No, there's actually an exit out the other side on the bottom. But I really need to find a save point first. Alright, so what I was saying earlier, coincidentally at this point, before was there's a couple options I was thinking about for doing a cooking stream, but it is a factor of like accessibility and not necessarily difficulty, but time. So I was thinking about doing the Bloody Mary based short ribs with either the potato dauphinoise, the smoked cheddar mashed potatoes, or cheddar polenta, probably polenta cakes. And the second thing I was thinking of was doing trout that was going to be crusted with kettle chips with a risotto. I hadn't really thought about like a flavor, but maybe mushroom or pea or both, because I like both. And then citrus beurre blanc as a sauce. Since beurre blancs generally are served with fish. But I have for now settled on doing smoked Gouda chicken crepes. So it's either going to be roasted or grilled chicken. Probably going to be roasted, just so I'm not in and out of the house. I'm checking on the grill. That'll be with shredded Gouda cheese and mushroom marsala sauce. And I chose that one because it's generally all of the ingredients in anything I'm planning you can get at Walmart are an equivalent. I think like in the UK the equivalent would be Tesco. Short rib you might have to go to like a little bit nicer of a store. And trout again you might have to go to a little bit nicer of a store, but otherwise it's not anything that's too hard to find. The crepes are entirely something you can get at Walmart as far as the ingredients. And also, it's the kind of the quickest thing. because the short rib, for instance, that takes like a couple hours, and most of it is just waiting. Same with the risotto. If you've ever done like a proper risotto, is you're basically just waiting as you add the warm like chicken stock or chicken broth to the rice, and that's generally minimum like 8 minutes or so between every add, usually close to 10 to 12. So this one is a little more like, as for a first time, it's just, hey, I'm just gonna like prep the chicken. I'll probably prep it beforehand just so it can marinate, but I'll say what I'll put in the marinade, and that can get roasted off, or that can get cooked off on the stove even, so that doesn't take that long, especially while I'm preparing the other parts of it. And then the crepes have carryover for anybody that wants to do like strawberry crepes or whatever at like breakfast. You can learn how to do it there, or you can use what you learned to do it there. So I figured this was like a good starting place, since it was met. Oh, and Quill, thanks for the follow. I just noticed that. It will probably be, like I was saying earlier, it'll probably be a month while I get a laptop, since I just spent a whole bunch of money on the whole trip. Want to take a little time to lick my wounds from that. And yeah, so that'll be the first one. I might make a vegetable on the side with it. I haven't decided, because I've been wanting to make or try making ratatouille. Which that reminds me, I need to talk to somebody about like a picture of that. So it might be just like a full kind of meal, as opposed to just the entree in that case. Which it actually can serve a dual purpose. That can be entree or it can be appetizer. So yeah, that is what it will be. So I don't know if anybody is listening still, but if so, should I go ahead and call that one and start a new one for the next one, or should I just wait? Assuming people want a second thing of cooking. Oh, no you don't. Yeah, I think that's probably the better idea, is to wait. Oh, these damn ghosts. I might need... Nope, I get it. So, how does that sound for your meal? Ooh. The hell am I doing with that? It's not a weapon, is it? No, it is. And I think it'll also be, the other reason for doing that one is I think it'll also be the easiest one to go from like, I'm not sure how to do this as to, or to, okay, I can do that, because the roasted chicken is really not like the difficult part of it. So, and then shredding the Gouda cheese, again, that's not really difficult. So it's, okay, I'm really just learning how to make the crepes and how to do the mushroom marsala sauce. So I think it's a good transition for people that feel unfamiliar with cooking. Bro, can I get a save point though? It's probably up here. Thank you. No, I don't really do anything as far as like cooking that's pre-prepared. Like I'm gonna get boneless, skinless chicken thighs. If I honestly, if I thought it might go as well, I would even get like bone-in, skin-on chicken breast and show how to like get the skin off, which I guess I could still do that. It's harder to do with chicken thighs just because they're smaller and you end up with not as much, but like I'm going to show how, or I guess I guess I could show how to do that, but yeah, no, it's going to be like straight up a package that has nothing in it to start with, and I'll do the marinade myself, and I don't really do like pre-marinated stuff. Oh shit. And thanks for the raid, 13. And what's going on, Daniel and Makers? Here we go. Oh, you were just playing a card, huh? Well, lucky for you, you missed out on. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I click your starting stream screen. I mean, it's dope though. I like that style. Oh, no problem. Thanks for the raid. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pop back and get some freaking potions. How do you like the new courses? We were actually just playing them over in Arthur's channel, and them things are wild. Like the hard turns on those courses. Yeah, exactly. We were talking about that earlier. How like the Amsterdam one at a couple of places encourages like a long drift, and then all of a sudden it hits you with a 90-degree turn in the opposite direction. Yeah, yeah. Same here. That should help out a bunch. I kind of want to get something for better defense, but it costs so much. It's not really worth it. Oh, you probably got something. So I have to go back to where all those ghosts are. Alright. At least I got something to heal with now. Yeah, I saw you were in there with us, and it was definitely wild in there. And I think you can also thank people like Salila and Arthur and Holly and Eister and Zyla, Robin, for the savagery that was occurring in those races. Yeah, they're all pretty solid players you just listed. Except for Holly. I'm not going to give her that credit, though. She can hold that. Well, Tipper, she's going to have to learn how to hold something. I mean, she's already good at holding L's, so why not one more thing? Oh shit, forgot about you. Oop, not today. And you know what? If somebody is so inclined, one of you can even clip that I just said that to Holly. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by with your peoples. I'm imagining this has to be the room with the ghost that they were talking about. Since it is a very large room that has a bunch of ghosts. And for anybody that came from 13's channel, we were actually just discussing the cooking stream that will be happening next month. So I will be making chicken crepes with shredded Gouda cheese and a mushroom marsala sauce. Oh, you did. Or perhaps this is not the room. Oh, I can pin things. I have to figure out what room this is later. So back to your question, Q-Dog. I believe it's Q-Dog. Ooh! Let me scroll up and see. So I'm not gonna roast a whole chicken. It'll just be chicken thighs. Mostly because I don't feel like taking part of chicken. And it comes back to like the whole thing about the effort. I don't want it to be like feel like a large process to somebody that doesn't cook regularly. Like you're more likely to just go get a package of chicken thighs than like I'm gonna go get a chicken and debone it. So that's why it won't be anything like pre-marinated or anything like that. Well, as far as from the store. Hey, what's going on, Ghost? Oh yes, apparently that will be a thing. Okay, I see. Well, you'll have to wait for about a month. I think you can hold on that long. Sounds like you got a lot going on. And I have no idea who Takamichi is. Ooh. I thought he was further up rather than right there. At least I made it back here, so I'm not in imminent danger of death. Oh, you dick. Ooh. Got cursed. Really? Just giving their whole ass beat, huh? Oh, curse takes away all my magic. Does that go away? Or do I have to use an item? Okay, it does go away. I only have a couple of tonics though, so. Balls of steel, as it were. Is it enjoyable otherwise? Or is it just nah? Looks like I gotta go around for that. Hella good story, but he needs to learn how to fight. Oh damn, season 2, he's still getting his ass beat. Okay, that goes down there. No, in a story sense, it's kind of like it is kind of cool in the way that enemies that you have to play or that you fight in this are so much weaker compared to when you are using Alucard in Symphony. Because it would make sense that a half vampire that strong would not find the enemies to be so difficult. Hey, what's going on, Ron? How's it going today? Oh, Ron, I didn't make it to the parade. Got a little caught up. Yeah, I went to go like get a morning lift in. Oh, what? So let's not do that. Let's cut that right now. I went to get a morning lift in, and I finished probably like around 9 something, and I was gonna go like park at a friend's place at the village, in the parking garage, and she was like, "Yo, is this the place with all the ghosts that they're talking about?" Actually, it probably is. But by the time I finished, she was like, "Yo, they already got the streets like blocked off," and it was kind of looking like it was about to storm. So I was like, "No, I'll just skip it." Yeah, Dallas did St. Patrick's Day parade yesterday. Yeah, I was looking on some friends' Instagram stories because I had a couple of friends that had wrong parade floats, but oh well. Yeah, I think this is the ghost room. Oh, it is most certainly the ghost room. Who ended up being in the game? Wasn't it? Oh, let me do this before this guy pops me and kills me. Oh, some bullshit. Ooh, he almost got me. Ooh. Well, I'll take the teleporter just to go to the one that's at a save point. I saw Kansas made it. Was TCU the other championship game participant? I need to look that up. Texas beat TCU. Might as well just drop the save here. There's some already in the area. Ooh. Texas beat Kansas that score, or Texas beat TCU with that score? Okay. 1 damage, that's not great. It's a little better. Ooh. What did I get? 1,000 wage, we'll do that. So the reason I oh, 76, 56, damn. The reason I'm using Charlotte here is because this Cleopatra clone will actually charm Jonathan into attacking you. Let me see if I can show it off. See if she actually does it. No, she's not doing it. Go ahead, let him keep on hitting you. That was way easier than the first time I fought her. I should be able to push that block that's in the other part of the castle. And that's how we progress. Figure out how to get up there. Oh yeah, I need a super jump to get up there. Seems like Texas is legit. I wonder what time Selection Sunday is. It might actually already be happening if it's not already over. I wish they still had those like selection or the NCAA tournament brackets where it was like, oh, you can win $1 million by doing this. Because I definitely enjoyed those. Oh. Am I getting it wrong? Nope. Oh, it's probably because it's jump. Ah, get out of here. It's kind of weird that it's not letting me do this. I definitely don't remember having this much trouble on the actual DS. And let me double check what they have. Is alright, so yeah, it's attack. Yeah, I haven't really kept up with college basketball in a while. Hey, what's going on, Artemis? I might have to hold off on that for now because it is not taking these inputs well. Which makes sense because can't do stuff in fighting games too easy either with this controller. I can do the curse thing though if I remember right. And if I remember that correctly, I just have to swap out the cursed person. How are you doing today, Artemis? It's like 7 a.m. for you? Also, I have not been keeping up with the ads at all. I'm assuming some have already run. See, fastest way is here. 6, gotcha. Ooh, fell right into that one. I think this is how I have to do this one. Because if you just take the curse and try to leave, you will have it dissipate by the time you get out of here. Nope. Uh, did it not work? Nope. Oh, gotta go try it somewhere else then. Honestly, like, so this is a game I've had for a while on the actual DS, so I'm just emulating it for the purpose of showing it. And I wanted to beat it, but the first copy I had, I accidentally left on a plane when I was sick. And I didn't even realize it for like quite a while, so they were well past the, oh yeah, you should have called like X amount of time ago. So I got another one, but I haven't started on it yet. So I figured why not? Because especially watching Jack play Symphony of the Night, which is a game I've always enjoyed, kind of put me in the mood to play this. Oh, here are the hill guards. Yeah, it kind of sucked losing it like that. But sometimes that happens. I'll just do this real quick. That should be about 10. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately. Like, I prefer hard copies of stuff myself. Ooh, I remember this one. But that doesn't seem to be the way going forward. Looks like it. I need to go down since that's a dead end. Ooh. They're guarding that. Seriously, they're guarding that? Yeah, that one is... And that one's considered the most, like, fair one of the first 4 Castlevanias, I think. As far as, like, entry into it. But if you're interested in the series, I would say the same thing I said to Jack. Like, start off with Symphony of the Night, just to, like, learn, like, the conventions of the series. And then it's much more conducive to work your way forwards or backwards from there. Ooh, took that right to the head. I like Wolf Knuckles. That's weird. At least he finally got some new armor, because he wasn't taking damage. Yeah, the PlayStation 1, Castlevania. Yeah, you don't want to start off with, like, Castlevania 1. You definitely don't want to start off with Castlevania 3. And Castlevania 2 is, like... So the style is very similar to, like, the Metroidvanias. But just without, like, the clear direction. So you would just be wandering around wondering what the hell they were talking about. At least as far as the English versions are concerned, as far as I know.
You're back. Well done.
That was with skill too. That's under... I don't think it's under skills. Is it? Yeah, no, it's not. Here. That, okay. The Battle Network series. I'm gonna start off with what, like 3 or 4?
I'll make you a deal. Thank you.
I mean, I get it as far as like, in terms of continuity, it does make sense to like see how they develop things going forward from the beginning. But if you didn't start there, it's really hard to ask somebody to start from that point. Oh, Carnival of Fools. Mega Man Battle Network. It's a Game Boy Advance series, I believe. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. That felt good. Oh, Nation of Fools. Oh, you dick. That damage kind of sucks. That works. I think I need to come here with like a nun outfit probably. Ooh. Almost got myself shot. Honestly, I don't find it surprising that the anthologies tire him out. Like, you're just not getting any variety, and it is altogether exhausting, I would imagine. Especially when you have like an overarching series that's damn near 30 games. And then sub-series which are like 6 to 8 games. So all these fedoras. They drop another fedora. That will be in about a month. I need to buy a laptop, which I was going to get anyways. But I need to buy a laptop so I can stream from my kitchen. And I already decided the main part of the meal. I just have to decide whether or not I'm going to make a side and make it like a whole thing. Which is why I actually might, instead of doing 3 hours today, I might just do like 2.5 to kind of start looking into some stuff. And I need to find my recipe book for my crepe recipe. Ooh, you. Well, you'll start to learn how I make some things. So then you won't have to feel hungry. Are you talking about all the barbecue and the taco stuff? That was all just from work. Which I've eaten most of it by now. I still have like half of the taco stuff and one piece of barbecue left. That's actually something I need to start learning how to do, is barbecue. Like actual barbecue. And use my smoker and whatnot. Especially for brisket. And that's definitely a skill I need to learn. in fact, I know the boss is in the middle here, so let's go ahead and... Ooh. I mean, what's the save point? Yeah. I might even need like a new grill for that, honestly. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Artemis. I will be sure to try to, I guess I'll try to let people know ahead of time whenever I think the cooking stream will be so they can watch if they so choose. But thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good time at work. As much as is possible. I have a barrel one, so it's about the right size. Ooh, jumped into that one. Let's go ahead and do that. That was easy. And I think I'll end the game here because there is actually something I wanted to talk about as far as the financial world is concerned. Let me just get back over to the dudes. and then we'll go from there.
You're back. I'm counting on you. This is your training. I'm counting on you. I'll make you a team. Thank you.
Ice Needle is a spell that I actually really like. Alright, so Run, I'm gonna put you on the spot for a second. Have you heard what happened in the last few days in the financial world? Ooh. Or Meta. Or anybody that's listening. Where is it? This is what happened. Yep. Silicon Valley Bank. The largest bank failure since 2008. So let me isolate this. And it was partially due to a bank run. Some of the people that had their capital parked there heard about some of the things. I can't really say too much without possibly going into work related stuff. So I'm more referencing like, here's the information so you can go take a look at the articles. But some of the people that had their capital in there started to actually pull their money out, and that kind of caused a bank run. There's a couple articles I was reading where financial officers of a couple of companies were like doing denomination pools that were decent size but not big enough to like trigger an inquiry from the bank about like, why are you taking your money out like that, and they ended up having some of their money just left behind. Yeah, see, bank run, 42 billion. Yeah, tech stocks are tanking. What was it? Meta or Facebook or whatever you want to call them. I saw that like they quietly killed their metaverse idea, and I think they laid off like another significant percentage of their workforce. So tech is definitely suffering right now. Yeah, here's the other part. and this is why people don't realize, I guess why it's not uncommon for wealthier people to have several different banks or bank accounts, is because it only covers up to $250,000, and for some of those people, that's chump change. So it kind of depends on what they're able to get out of asset sales. Yeah. Well, that's the question though, is if you don't hinder inflation, you make it virtually unlivable for people here. That's the problem that the EU is dealing with right now, especially because they're functioning as a nation conglomerate. If you don't hinder inflation, places like Germany get way too expensive for people to live. And if you do, then okay, Germany ostensibly should level out, but then you're kind of throwing Spain and Italy into the abyss. So it feels like there's kind of a precipice going on, and we're kind of continually kicking the can down the road, which obviously makes sense that you don't want to just like throw your hands up and say, okay, just let everything come crashing down. But it also feels like things are getting progressively worse in the day-to-day sense for people, especially like at or beneath certain levels. You know, that's not wrong, Meta. And it's weird how people get so up in arms about that. Is losses do get spread throughout people. Because, for instance, not even a loss from the banking perspective, but like when that freeze happened in Texas, the way they are funding all of the costs associated with it is they're effectively putting it into, if I recall correctly, into the taxes. I can't remember how. I need to reread those articles. But effectively, the citizens of Texas are paying for the freeze that occurred, and all the companies that have losses associated with it. So yeah, your profits are basically isolated to a very small group, but if there's a loss, it's spread out as much as possible. Well, and that's why there's been those like short increases with the Fed as far as the interest rate increases. Well, we still have to wait another few months before we really start seeing the effects start to take hold, which is this is kind of the beginning of those interest rate increases that started last year. And so you're trying to balance, all right, do we stay at the interest rate increase level we just established when we came down to the 25 basis points? Is that enough of a measure to take? Do we increase it? But do we risk like another issue coming up down the road because we're increasing it before really a lot of the effects of all the previous increases are being felt and having their effect? So it's a definite balancing act. And I'm still of the opinion that we're like, and again, this is just my opinion. This is not should be taken as any kind of financial advice or anything like that. I'm still of the opinion that we're pretty blatantly looking at a recession sometime soon. Now, I've been of that opinion for a while. And I don't think that is an uncommon sentiment, especially in other countries like in the UK. It's what, because I keep on hearing about what's been happening with the Tories and how they're basically just trying to get as much money as they can out of their whole situation going on over there. Sorry, I'm cleaning up something at the same time. Before they're ousted out of government. But the question would be, why would you be trying to do that outside of being ousted unless you thought, hey, I need to get mine as much as I can because something kind of bad is on the horizon. And I don't know if I'll be able to once that hits. So this was the main thing I wanted to point out. And that even though it's not exactly a smoking gun, but it is something of concern to be cognizant of. Because of what it could portend going forward. And we'll see how things react in the coming months. But I still would say, like, I think I said this sometime like last year when I first started doing this, is that waiting until June or July to really see what's going to start happening. Like, and we're kind of in the lead up to that, so we will see. Hands getting all stiff holding controllers like that for so long. I gotta get some stuff knocked out before we get into the work week. So I think that is going to be it for me today. Especially since the goal has already been met, so I don't have to do the 3 hours today. So I'll start looking into making the preparations for that cooking stream. But thank you all for stopping by. Thank you to Arthur, Max, and 13 for the raids. My goal, you say. Somebody else's goal, but I'll still do it. Thank you, Quill, for the follow. And now, I believe I am going to raid Salila, who shouldn't complain that I'm cutting it short because she's getting the cooking stream that she wanted. So first, for anybody that gets left behind on mobile, that's who we are going to raid.
Bitch, why aren't you running? Ma'am, you all... Nope. Nope. Ah! I looked down and
And I know she's doing some degenerate ass sim stuff, so let's go see what that's about. Especially since this whole cooking street thing was something she was pushing, she might as well be the beneficiary of the raid on the back end. Not sure if I'm going to necessarily stream next weekend, since this was mostly just to see if the goal could be met in the time allotted, but we'll see how that works out. I'll see y'all later.